Hello Crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef and my friend Emma.
Hi.
We are here to show you how to create cards using the Cuckoo for You stamp set and the Cuckoo Clock dies by Stampin Up. They are part of the 2019-2020 annual catalog. First, we'd like to show you the cards we created today with the help of our friend Ava. Yep. And then we're going to show you start to finish how to stamp, use the Big Shot to cut, and how to color and assemble these cards. And then finally, we're going to show you all of the products that we created using this stamp set. Okay, why don't you show them our samples?
So first we have mine. It's a cuckoo bird in there, and we used some products from Stampin Up.
Okay, so we used for those like the the glitter enamel dots.
And I used this
Wink of Stella.
Yep, and I have this blending pens, and I used a little bit more of Winkle Stella, and it's my card. And we have...
Okay, you can show my card. Then that was basic black cardstock.
This is basic black cardstock.
Yep.
And we have, it says, hello you. You can write your messages, just push. Then we have some sequences.
Yep.
And I'm cuckoo about you.
Okay, so you can put whatever sentiment you want on the inside. And that's Perennial Essence designer series paper.
And this is Ava's. She didn't want to be in the video, so I'm going to give a shout out to her.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Ava, my cousin. Peace. And this is the bird. She put a bird in there, and inside she just did a little heart.
Okay, well thank you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take shimmery white cardstock, and I'm just going to lay it down here so you can see it, and I have it next to, I'm just going to show you what it looks like next to white so you can see that it's sort of off-white. Okay, so shimmery cardstock already has glitter built into it. We're using that because it really looked nice on this project and it made the little clocks glimmer. Okay, so we cut a few pieces of that because it's always good to make more than one card when you're doing this kind of project, because then you can do all your stamping and then you can do all your die cutting, you know, all at the same time. All right, so first of all, we tried to use the stamping block. We did take the stamp out of the Cuckoo for You stamp set, and we tried to use stamping block E, okay? It just didn't give us even coverage. It wasn't really easy to do that. So I recommend, if you have the Stamparatus or another stamp positioning tool, to use that. We're going to show you how to use the Stamparatus today.
And the magnets are very weak. As you can see, there's pieces.
Yeah, they broke.
Literally.
Actually, I don't know if it's weak or strong. They just kind of snapped together today.
Yeah,
we broke them.
They broke, so.
Be careful with those magnets.
She taped this one.
Yeah, I taped a little bit of washi tape so it wouldn't fly off the Stamparatus as easily.
Broke.
Okay. No. So we're going to use Memento black ink for this project because we're going to use the Stampin Blends to color. Okay, to do this, we're just going to lay the stamp down upside down.
We hold this down.
Yeah, the magnet will hold it down. We're going to press.
Push it.
And that way.
And lift it, and then it has Cuckoo Clock or whatever stamp you want.
On there. Good, now we're going to ink it up.
So.
Go ahead and ink that up. And what's nice about the Stamparatus is that, just go ahead and give it some good coverage. If you don't get it right on the first time, you can always do it again. Yes. That's what's great. Because the magnet will keep your paper in place. Okay, I think that's good.
That's good, yeah.
Now I'm just going to flip it over and push it down. Or she's going to push it down. All right. I like how involved you get with the crafting. Okay, good. Now we're going to lift that up, and it's perfect. So we don't even need to do it again. It's perfect. I mean, you could do it again on that one little section, but what's great is it doesn't move. Yeah. So we can just stamp was it that side? It was that side, yeah. You don't even need to stamp the whole thing again, just that one little corner.
That's it. And then lift it up and look. What, did you even notice that?
No, I barely noticed it. I would have been happy because since we're coloring it, I would have actually been happy with that. Yeah. So while you're there, like always do, I mean, we could do another one on this side, but it's okay. I already cut 3 pieces because we're going to make 3 cards.
Yep. And now we can.
Yep. Make sure that's not in the way.
Yep.
Ink that up.
You have to have this because.
Go ahead and push again.
Because if you don't have the magnet, your paper can slide and your ink can move, and your whatever stamp you want, it can move and smudge.
Same with that one corner. For some reason, it's doing it, but that's okay.
And a little bit.
Awesome. Here. Well, we're gonna be happy. We're happy.
Yeah. We're coloring it anyways.
Yep, and we're gonna let them dry maybe 5 minutes before we start coloring.
Yep.
We will come back and show you all the colors we use to color,
Yep.
which we are gonna figure out as we go along, and then we're gonna make sure that the colors coordinate.
Yep.
With the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper, because that will be our background for the card. Well, look at that. That came out perfect every time. I think what it is also when you stamp and you keep on stamping, then the ink absorbs into here, and it just works better the longer you do it.
So there we did it.
Okay, so next part of the video, we're going to come back and we're going to show you some more. We're going to show you some things that we colored. How we colored this. And we're also going to show you how we die cut it. And we're going to do 2 that we color ahead of time and then die cut them. And 1 I'm going to leave uncolored and we're going to die cut that. Now, the other thing to know while we're here stamping is, don't worry about that magnet, is that there are other pieces that you can, while you're stamping, that you can go ahead and stamp. But we don't need to waste our time using the Stamparatus for those little pieces. So for example, here you can use this. You want to do the cuckoo bird? Yeah.
Yeah.
See what letter that is. What letter block is that?
It's A.
Okay, she's going to use A. You can go ahead and nurture. So she's going to use the little cuckoo bird.
I'm going to do a cuckoo bird.
And we learned the hard way that we forgot to put our cuckoo bird and hello you in there ahead of time. We learned the hard way that it's better to do this now than later after you've all
tap it a
colored.
bit.
Make sure the bird's right side up. Yeah, okay. So put your bird or your sentiment into this part first. That's good.
And done.
Okay, good. That's a little dark, but it's no problem. Okay, let's do it again.
We don't need to stamp it. Well,
Yeah, just one. No, one time. Yeah, one time's good. This is some really strong ink. That's good. Perfect. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then I'm gonna do hello you on mine. Okay, let's do hello you.
Hello you. Okay, so you should make sure and wash this off or use wipes.
Yeah, wipes or cleaning.
Because that's important because it can stain it and ruin it.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that in that one because that's good. Okay, so now we have something inside each one.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're gonna color them and die cut them. We're gonna color 2 of them and leave 1 to die cut later. Okay, see you in the next part of this tutorial. We'll show you which blends we used. This is the Paper Chef and Emma back to show you how we are going to make our cards interactive using the Cuckoo Clock dies, which we just got done coloring our Cuckoo Clocks. Okay, so here we go.
So you first want to line this up evenly on your
shimmery
Cuckoo Clock.
Yeah, your shimmery white cardstock. Here we go.
Yep, and you tape it down so it stays even. When you're rolling it through the machine, you don't want it to move, so make sure you tape it down with washi tape to make it even.
Okay, so now we have, so for the Big Shot sandwich, we have the Big Shot platform.
And then we got the thin die
adapter.
And
the bottom
put your piece of paper on, and then you...
And we're going to put our top plate, but to make it interactive, this is what you would need if you're just going to make a card. That's all you need to do. But we're making a really cool interactive sliding card. So we have one more piece to line up.
Yep.
Go ahead and show them how to line that piece up.
So we're going to see this heart here and here, and see that little heart there and that heart there. So we're going to take the big heart here and the little heart here, line that up. Make sure they're both lined up evenly. Then you want to tape it.
Okay, take that.
And we're going to tape it again just to make sure it's nice and secure so it doesn't slip and move and cut the wrong thing, because that would be bad.
No. So one more plate. I'm going to go roll that through the machine. And while I'm doing that, you could go over the colors that we used to color our Cuckoo Clocks today.
Yes. So we used ivory, light crumb cake, dark crumb cake, light old olive, dark old olive, dark calypso coral, and then we use light
Calypso coral, yep.
and then we did light balmy blue and dark balmy blue. And then we did, can't really read this.
Oh, that was crushed curry.
Crushed curry. And
now we've just die cut
yes, so it has a line, so we put, and that is a cut too.
Okay, yay. Okay, so you do that. So use the line of this one. We're going to do another one of those.
I'm going to take these
markers.
Should I take these markers off?
Yes, we'll make some room. I'm going to show them some more stamping. While you are taping down.
Yes.
You go ahead and tape your cuckoo clock, and I'm going to show them some more stamping we need to do. Like that little door and a couple other little pieces. So yay for the first part. Using the little scrap, we'll make a nice little door.
And you guys can color this any color you want. You don't have to do what we colored.
Right. And the reason we use those colors, well, it looks good, but it also matches it matches the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper, which is on this table here. It coordinates with that, and that's what we're going to be making our cards with. So that's why we chose colors to coordinate. So I'm just stamping a couple doors. Now you don't need the stamparatus for your doors because it's overkill. We only need 2 doors, but it's always good to make extras in case. Let's see what else. We need those little sliders. I'm going to use petal pink for the sliders. And just so
one more piece of washi tape.
Yeah. So what we're doing is I'm making this piece here, the slider, and the door.
I'm going to go roll that up.
Okay. You're going to go to the big shot. I'll show them the stamping. We're a good team. Okay, here's your sandwich.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the slider. And that's this. I stamp it after we die cut it or before we die cut it. Doesn't matter. You're just stamping the arrow is what you're stamping.
Can I have a top piece? The top piece.
There.
And
Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm stamping an arrow onto the petal pink. Again, you can stamp the arrow before or after you do the die cutting.
Sometimes you got to give this a real big push to roll this.
Yeah, the big shot. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to take this piece, and it's metal, so you can't see through it, but all you have to do is lay it down right on top of the line, right over, so there's the line and the arrow goes up. I'm just laying it like about there and using a piece of washi tape.
And here's mine. This
Yay!
is my little house.
Okay.
I'll set that right here for people to look out.
Okay, I'm going to go cut this piece.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this piece, and then I'm going to show you how to, in the next part, how to assemble these little slider pieces.
Got it.
So we'll see you in the next part of the video.
It's coming.
Good. Welcome back. Emma's going to show you how to make the interactive piece of the card while I continue to die cut one more door, and we already have the 2 sliders. Okay, so take it from here.
Okay, so first we're going to take your little sliding door, and you're going to have it, and you're going to fold it just like that. Okay? Now, I already did a folded one, so we're gonna take some tacky glue, and we're just gonna. I suggest you just not lobbing it, just like this when it comes out. Any day now. Just like that. Now we're going to take this and fold it right up. Oh, looks like I put too much
That's okay.
glue.
Squeeze it out. It's okay.
I'm a girl. Girls are supposed to get dirty. There we go. Now, I'm going to take it. We're going to fold this. We're going to do this. Now we're going to take your little card, stick.
Start from the front.
Oh, start from the front. Oh, it looks like that end piece is not.
And I'm going to go ahead and add glue to this while you're doing that.
Okay, so you go start from the front. So the arrow is supposed to be this way. And say bye-bye to the arrow. Go in just like that. Now you turn it good around. See that little cut down there? Just gonna bend it, your little piece. So don't worry if it gets bent before you do this step, because you're gonna bend it. Anyways, keep, and then you're gonna pull it out. Just like that.
Excellent, excellent.
Now you're gonna push.
Yeah, get those little pieces in.
This in.
Okay, and I'm just gonna have it here. Let's tilt it a little.
You can do the rest.
Tilt it. These little
I
pieces
will
go
do
in.
mine.
Here, let me use that one as a review because I didn't cut the third one. We did stamp a third one, but I'm not using it. So let me use that one for the review. This one, I think it's better to let the glue dry because it would be stiffer.
Yeah. So.
Okay, let's do that one. I'm going to do this one as a review. Go ahead and color the little doors.
So you can do any color you want. In this case, I'm using light crumb cake and ivory.
Okay, this one's a little stiffer, so it should go in. So I'm just pushing it down. Let it sort of flop.
I'm using ivory and light crumb cake. You don't have to use two colors. I love colors and color blending and everything like that, so
like using two
I'm
colors.
using two colors.
Okay, that flops a little bit, so that's good, and I'm just going to flip it back through the bottom. Okay, so that's how you test it to make sure it works. So we got two interactive cards, or two interactive pieces. This one's still a little bit too much glue, so it's just a little bit floppy.
There's one door for me.
There we go. The door's working. So as long as the door's working, you can assemble the rest of your cards.
Doors for me, and then I'll make a door for you.
Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and glue that door on while she's coloring, and I'm going to glue the door onto the front of the card. Okay, and then in the next part of the video, I have something special to tell you about.
Yep, and I'm loving it. I love that special thing.
All right, so there we go. See you in the next part where we create the cards using these Cuckoo Clocks. Yay! Okay, welcome back to the final section of our video where we will assemble the Cuckoo Clock card. Okay, you have chosen this Perennial Essence Designer Series paper, but you want this side to show. Okay, well that's great, the floral side. And that was one of the reasons we chose all those different colors when we blended to match this Designer Series paper. Now before we adhere, we can adhere this part, but we just noticed, both of us, that we forgot to put the clock on our Cuckoo Clock. So you can go ahead and adhere the card base while I show them what I'm talking about here. Do you notice?
Okay.
There's our clocks with no time. Oh no, how can you have a clock with no time? There is a little time inside here in this stamp set. Looks like 4 o'clock. We're just going to go ahead and stamp that. So put that onto a little block and stamp that time right onto the clock. And then hopefully, because we've done so much coloring, it lines up perfectly. I should probably wear my reading glasses. You young whippersnapper don't need these. Okay. Fine, it worked. Yay. So we have a clock that tells time. Perfect. Okay, so don't forget that. Could have done that earlier before we did all that coloring, but yay. Okay, so you've attached your card base. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. We're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals.
I want mine to be horizontal this time.
Okay, good. The important thing is to use the Stampin' Dimensionals, but not to touch this little slider.
Yeah, because if you touch it, you can't move it.
Right. So just put a few of those around your card. It doesn't matter. Maybe 3, 4, 5. As long as they don't touch your slider, but it holds your slider up. And it doesn't make your slider touch. Okay, and did we put your door on already? We did put you. You must have done that when I was doing something else. Okay, go ahead and attach that to your card.
Okay.
Your Cuckoo Clock. And here's, you can bring that over to the camera view here. Awesome. Okay, and now just go ahead and attach that, and then we test for interactivity one more time. And which sentiment did you pick here?
I picked. I'm gonna do a couple, like one right here though first.
Good.
So can I use these?
Yep, go for it. Okay, so I want to thank. This past week I've reached over 10,000 subscribers on my channel, and I want to do giveaways for all this week. So this is Sunday, so all this week I'm going to be doing giveaways. And the way you can win a prize is to be the first one to either purchase something from my Stampin Up store, to join my team, and there's a great special going on where you get $155 of items for only $99 when you join my team, plus a $10 coupon and free shipping. Or you can simply subscribe to my paper pumpkin and get a great surprise box in the mail each month. So one thing that we used in our projects is we used Wink of Stella. Okay, so show them the two prizes they can get for today.
Wink of Stella, which is...
Yeah, let's show them that. Let's find it. It was on the table. Here we go.
Shimmery things. You are going to get brand new, and you just open it up. And if you start...
I'll do one too.
Doing it, you will notice some glitter on your paper.
Yeah, it's great.
So, see how it was playing? You can start seeing it.
Love, love, love Wink of Stella. So you can win. This is an $8 value.
See? Now it's. Let's see how it was playing. Turned into Wink. Like really pretty.
Shipped to you in the mail. And be sure to take the ring off because I've done that before. I've opened these up and notice how there's no ring. But, you know, if you don't take the ring off, the glitter won't come out. I've learned that the hard way.
And you are getting this Stampin' Up pen with the stylus. And
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. There's our giveaway for today.
Yep, and there'll be giveaways all week. So thank you all for being my YouTube subscribers. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm humbled and grateful for all your support over the past few years since I started my channel. If you'd like to get any of the products we showed you today, there'll be links in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. This is the Paper Chef and...
Bye.
And Emma.
Yeah.
Bye.
Emma.